just want you to be honest today. Tell me, have you ever felt those pangs of jealousy? Or did you ever feel hopeless and helpless? Or even a sense of insecurity because somehow your children are always undisciplined and lazy no matter what you do? And then, of course, you have a colleague who's just down the corridor, and that colleague just seems to have the magic touch. Whoever comes into her class will be a disciplined, energized learner who would want to work, and of course, her results will be far better than yours. So, what is the big secret? What separates you and that teacher from having the same kind of experience? You have the same profile of learners, you're teaching at the same school. So, what is the difference? I suspect that teacher has a set of routines or procedures that help her regulate the classroom atmosphere and the classroom environment. I can almost hear some of you getting very angry with that statement that I made about those teachers who have good discipline have certain procedures in place. So you'll probably say something like, but Sharon, we also have rules. We also apply rules and we also have routines in our class. And this is where I want to just explain quickly the difference between rules and routines. You see, rules are instructions or commands. They are consequences. If you follow the rules, you'll be rewarded, and if you break the rules, then you will be punished. Routines are slightly different to rules. They're not quite instructions, they're not quite commands. Routines are more like directional pointers. So, to strengthen your rules, you need to have a set of routines so that, yes, the rules are there to give you the broad framework, but then within that framework, you need a strategy to help to regulate the flow, to show learners how you want things done so that things work well in your classroom. And that is what this video is all about. So today I'm going to focus on how do you go about setting up a set of routines in your classroom so that you can enjoy having disciplined, engaged learners, and you can do what you do best, and that is to teach the learners so that they can learn well and they can excel at the end of the day. To those of you who are new to the channel, I want to say welcome. We love to have new people here. I'm Sharon and this is the School Corridor channel. This is the place where we grow you into master teachers or school leaders. So, in a minute, soon after this, I'm going to dive straight into discussing how do we go about setting our set of procedures. There's a wonderful proverb that says, first prepare your work outside. First see that you get everything right in your field the way you want it, and only after that do you build your house. I want to suggest that you use that same framework to set up your set of routines. You must first know why do you want to set up routines or procedures in your class. What is the purpose of it, right? And I would imagine the purpose would be that you want to create the kind of classroom environment where your learners are disciplined, calm, and energized so that they can be eager to learn and that they actually master the knowledge and the skills that you're teaching them. And at the same time, I'm sure you want that environment because you want to have fun while you are teaching the learners to unlock their potential and their abilities. So that would be the core purpose of having your set of routines. Now, you need to work out, so which routines do I want to put in place? How do I want the learners to come into the class? What must they do once they come into the class? Do they take out their books first? Do they stand and wait for me to greet? What do they do? Do I allow students, for example, to come and speak to me even before I greeted? if somebody was absent, do they bring me the letter while we're still trying to sort out the class? Those are all the things you have to visualize. You have to picture what is happening in your class and then design a set of routines or steps of a routine so that you can share that with the children and guide them on how you want things done. If you don't specify all the steps to them and you don't show them and model and allow them to practice that consistently, then you're going to find that your routines are going to be compromised all the time. And that's the secret, that you give them the little steps in the routine so that they can get used to what steps they need to follow, and then eventually that routine will turn into a habit. Let me give you an example from my own practice now as an official. I decided that I'm going to open an online folder on Google Drive for the schools, and my intention was to make the documents available to our school heads and the SMTs and the teachers so that they have it right at the tip of their fingers, and not run after me all the time for a document. So I needed to design a place, a central place where everybody could go get the documents without wasting the time calling me in the morning or calling me in the afternoon or sending me an email. That time that principals try to track me or teachers try to track me, that's the time they could have spent doing something more useful and more productive at the school. So my intention was, one, to free teachers up from having to run after me for documents. Two, to make documents accessible and where the schools could access that information anytime. And thirdly, also free myself from having to do mundane things like just handing out documents and doing those kind of, almost menial tasks and taking me away from my support. Now, to actually put that online folder on Google Drive took me under, say, 10 minutes. But here is the secret. Here is where I really have to sell that idea or that routine. So I had to start sending the schools emails and telling them, listen, there's an online folder that you can access now. And then in every single mail for almost a year, I had to give the link because people only come on board at different stages. Even now, after a year, there are still schools that don't know that they need to just go to that online folder and their lives would be so much easier than trying to track somebody down all the time. But I had to consistently and regularly remind the schools, listen guys, you don't have to worry to try to track me down during the day just because you need a document. Go to the online folder, here's the link, and this is what you have to do. When routines are organized, it's well planned, and you implement it regularly, where eventually the children will know the routine so well that it becomes habit, you will find that your children will be far more settled, calmer, and they will be way more energized to learn their work. Now, what is very interesting is that when you have these routines and you help the children have structure in their lives and help them feel that they are less under threat, you are actually giving them a mental health boost. And you are giving yourself a mental health boost. So besides just organizing your classroom so that there's structure and there's rhythm and there's a flow, you are also helping your children to be mentally more settled and mentally more prepared to handle that cognitive demand of the work that you are going to teach them. So I'm challenging all of you to have a look at the routines that you have in your class. See where there are gaps, especially when you are experiencing those discipline problems. See whether you are not adding to the instability in the class, and see how you can tweak those routines so that you can try to create a calmer, more energizing and more productive classroom where your children will learn. And then if that happens, let me know so that we can celebrate. If you enjoyed this video, then I'd like you to give a like, a thumbs up, and check out the other videos on the School Garden channel. And if you'd like to see more videos like that, then I'd like you to consider subscribing by clicking on the red subscribe button below so that you don't miss out on any future videos. So on that note, I want to say have fun looking at your routines, and then we'll see each other next time. Cheerio.